For the past few years, you've been absorbed in video games, junk food, and endless scrolling on TikTok, giving in to your strongest urges and letting instant gratification lead the way. Maybe you've tried to hit the gym or start a business, but staying committed hasn't been easy. Your old habits keep pulling you back. I'd call you the thinker. You spend more time thinking about taking action than actually doing it. But by clicking on this video, you've made a promise to yourself to change, to become a person driven by ambition and action. This is your first step to becoming the doer. A doer understands that old negative habits are deeply ingrained in the subconscious and won't disappear overnight. The way to counteract this is to enter a phase of intense focus and discipline. This phase will disrupt your unstructured routine, allowing you to shift your identity and become a new person. Now, before we dive in, I want to mention that this idea of disappearing to focus on your goals is meant to be temporary. When I built my personal brand, growing it to 300,000 followers in under a year, I applied these techniques and distanced myself from some people, but I kept close connections with those who positively impacted my journey. This phase should only last a few months, just enough time for a significant transformation, whether you're launching a big project or committing to new, positive habits. Then, return as a new, successful person. To begin, let's talk about one of the most powerful changes: waking up at the same early hour every day. Ideally, this means before sunrise, so you're ahead of everyone else. For example, during school, I would wake up at 4 a.m., take a cold shower, read, meditate, and work deeply before the day even started. This intense routine was challenging, and after 2 weeks, I scaled back to 6 or 7 a.m. Still, starting early gives you a mental edge, especially when others are just waking up. Your phone, however, is your biggest enemy here. While I have mine to keep track of myself, normally, your phone should be out of reach during work hours. Even one notification can break your focus and lead you into hours of distractions. Keep it in another room and set it to Do Not Disturb, with notifications from only a few key contacts, like family, allowed to get through. Consider muting notifications or even deleting apps like Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok unless they're essential to your work. Another tip: time block your day. This can be hard to stick to, but when you're in ghost mode focusing on work, planning each task for specific times keeps you on track. Our brains are used to routine, so try to establish consistent work blocks and take breaks. This structured approach will make it easier to commit to the intense focus and discipline required in this phase. The concept of flow state is also essential. This is when you're so focused on a task that you lose track of everything else. Try to enter flow state early in the day, when your mind is sharp, avoiding distractions, and keeping your workspace free from phones, extra tabs, or anything unrelated to your work. I often listen to music on sites like brain.fm to help maintain this state, setting timers for work and break intervals to keep energy up and focus sharp. Try some of these strategies and leave a comment with your experiences. Let's make this the most productive comments section on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I hope you gain valuable insights from this. See you in the next video.